Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play OpenTTD episode 17. In the last couple episodes, we built this massive new mainline out to the sawmill. So the overall network plan, you can see we have this mainline here, the connecting mainline up to the north, and the north side mainline. I want to make it a full circle eventually, so we'll have a mainline track connecting over here, somewhere over here. Not sure yet, but for today's episode, we have a lot of industries along this main line that we need to service, so it's time to build some sideline hubs, and we're going to need a lot of them for this main line. You know, probably 3 or 4. So I'm thinking we can actually try something a little different with the sideline hub and build two of them in one. So what do I mean by that? In a normal sideline, we have the main line, and then the sideline branches off from one side. But what I want to do today is have sidelines branch off from both sides, so it'll look like a four-way hub. Or I guess it actually is a four-way hub. The difference between a true four-way hub being that you can't travel from one sideline to the other sideline, which is fine since we don't need trains to do that. So I'm thinking we'll do a design similar to this one that we already have here, where we have a diverging hub where the tracks switch from right-hand drive to left-hand drive temporarily. Actually, let's pull open a whiteboard and I can show you what I'm thinking of. Right, so here's our main line. It'll be right-hand drive, cross over to left-hand drive, and then back. And then the other main line in the other direction will do the same. And then the sideline hubs, for the exits onto the sideline, we can easily just have tracks pull off before or when those mainline tracks cross over. So that's nice and easy to get those exits. And then the merges onto the mainline, a little bit trickier, but not bad. So the right-hand turn, as always, is nice and easy. And then the left-hand turn, I want to merge everything together at a single point there. So I'll have it turn left, follow the main line. We'll have it cross over somehow and then merge at the single point there. And for the other side, it'll be symmetrical. Have it come over and then merge over here. The reason for the single merge is that we don't want trains from one side to merge before trains from the other side and block them out from being able to merge. Alright, I am not the best artist, but hopefully that makes sense in terms of what the shape of the hub will be. So looking at the main line, I've selected this spot up here around this hill for this sideline hub. I think we can just have the southbound track cross over, go around the hill a little bit, and come back over, down over here. And I think the terrain will provide an interesting challenge. So let's get started with building that crossover. Alright, so starting on this end, I want to have our two tracks cross over from two southbound tracks cross over. And we'll also need, I'm going to have a third track come out over here, and this will be the exit for this northbound track. See how we can get this up onto the hill. I guess we can, well, let's not worry about that for now actually. Let's keep on building these bridges here. We'll do a bit of terraforming. I don't like that bump, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, so now we have these two southbound tracks and this exit track from the south, from the northbound track, and we'll also need to cross over here as well. We can just use the double bridges to realign things, since we already have a pair of double bridges up ahead due to the river over there. So that's kind of nice. It looks nice and symmetrical, and we'll also need one more track splitting off from over here. So actually, let's realign this a little bit. So we could have that just be the split off and use a path signal here. And that works nicely. So we have our two exiting tracks, which can merge together soon, and our two tracks that have crossed over. Oh, and actually I forgot, we're going to need 3 tracks coming, crossing over. 2 of them for the main line and the third one for the sideline hub, or coming from the sideline, which will merge together over here. So we actually need 1 more tile of bridge space. Can't extend it this way since that'll make a length 2 curve, so have to put it on this side. Let's do 1 at a time. And this will need to be moved over a tile. Flip this around. And let's see, so then we'll move this one back. Let's actually terraform this so we can keep this a little bit higher up, like so. And then put these bridges back in. Path-based signal there, since there's no room for signals before the bridge. Get that track in, and then let's keep these aligned like so. Like so. So for the other side, we're going to need to cross these 2 tracks over, and we'll also have a 3rd track coming north from the sideline for the merge. And it'll be better to bridge these 2 tracks over because we only need 2 bridges. This side would need we only need 4 bridges doubled up, and this side would need 6, so that's not as good. But we are going to need to get all these tracks on the same height since bridges can't jump more than 1 tile up or down. So we'll need to do some terraforming. So I'm going to move this track over so we have a little bit more flat terrain to work with. We'll do the same with the next level. And then this one as well we can do. And then all these are on the same level so we can bridge over easily. We'll add back those signals. So then we're actually going to need the tile for the bridge to sit on. So these are going to need to be terraformed even more. So we'll put a bridge right here, and we can also put one right here, and finally right here. So a lot of terraforming, and then we can't even merge these back together until further down due to the way the terrain's shaped. And just do it like that. And now let's connect the 2 crossovers. Doesn't really matter much which of these 3 we connect up, since it's pretty easy to just shift over tracks a tile if you need to. Let's move this down a tile, I guess. We'll terraform it. Have it come up, and then we'll need to turn left up here somehow. Hard to see the track down under there. And then over here, we can just have these, well, we can connect it up like that, I think. And here as well. Have it merge those bridges back together and connect that up. Get these signals in here. Now we can transfer the trains over to the new tracks. And we'll start on the merge side so trains don't get lost. And then over here we can connect up one of these tracks. So when you have trains while you're building, this is sort of how you have to do construction. You have to move over and create one track before you can demolish the old track, which is what I'm doing right now. So this is no longer needed, but we will still need a track splitting off to the right here for the exit to the sideline, the south side. So let's handle those. I like the shape of these bridges here. This can be good for our right turn. So we can have this track be the exit to the sideline, and then we can continue this sequence of doubled up bridges over here and have those bridge over, though this will need to be a tile up. So Have those bridges there. And actually we need another tile of space. Should I do this? Yeah, let's do it. 242,000 due to base cost mod, but I like how that looks better. Oh no, I made a mistake. Now there's not enough room for a length 3 curve. Though actually we can just push this S curve back a little bit, so that's not a problem. So no mistake made. Can recover that. Let's connect up the doubled up bridges. So just like so. So we'll have a pairs of doubled up bridges, or pair of bridges, and connect that up like so. Let me keep these signals aligned actually. And over here we'll just use some normal signals. So then let's, before we remove this track, connect up the other side. Make sure trains don't get lost. And we can remove this now. Well, let's remove this part. That will be the outside track there, exiting. That'll take there, turn there, and then this will be the other track exiting. And those will merge together at some point. Let's continue with these exits towards the south. So we have the 2 from the north or the southbound track, and we're going to need 2 from the northbound track. So the inner one's going to be a bit tricky. We're going to need to bridge over. So let's get some bridges in here first. And then this isn't going to work, so we need a bit more room here. So we can move over the track a tile, and then not enough room for the curves there. So I'm going to move over these bridges a tile as well. This will ruin the symmetry, I guess. And this train got stuck because of that loop. Let's see. I have to figure out how to connect these up. We could actually combine these bridges too. So this one goes to the right. This one would have to go to the left actually. So I don't like that. Not enough room. It's always little tricky things like this. Let's just move this over first. We'll figure out how to double up that bridge. Okay. So we can't... Could we move this over another tile? Actually, we probably could move this over another tile, couldn't we? So let's move that down a tile. And then these can merge back from here. But that doesn't work because we get a 2 tile turn there. Could just do this. It's not the prettiest thing. I'll just leave it like this for now. Actually, this would work if we move everything over a tile. So if I move these bridges forward 1 tile, now we only have room for, well, we have room for 1 track under the bridges, but we can tunnel this track. Let's see. We can tunnel the track furthest to the left, since that's going to be coming from the sideline. So that can go over here and under here. Ooh, that's expensive. Not ideal. Is this better? I think it's worth it. We don't really need 2 bridges, but I like having 2 bridges exiting to sidelines. And then this will come down here. And we'll need to turn left. We'll have these two tracks coming as well. And those will merge together. Let's extend these tunnels one more tile so we can have this split off as well. And there are all the exits we need for the south side. Just get some signals in. And then this is a little awkward. Actually, that's fine. But this needs to be shaped like that to be in sync. And now for the split offs to the north, we have the two tracks over there and we need these two. So I'll get the inner one out by bridging over here, I think. So we can connect that up over here. And we might not have a lot of room over here, but should be okay. Need to go one tile further for length 3. So there's one track. These two tracks will come. Those can merge together at that point. I think that's enough space. 10 tiles, yeah. Just want to have like approximately one waiting bay of space. Doesn't have to be exact since it's okay if another train tries to exit, since it's needs to exit. And then the last track is this outer one. So let's split it a good ways back so we don't have to worry about waiting space. I mean, waiting space isn't actually that important for these sidelines unless we expect a huge amount of traffic. And I don't really. Not for a while anyway. Let's see how we can merge this on. Oops. Right, there we go. And then these can merge together as well. And there we go, all the exits for the north, all the exits for the south. I guess let's go ahead and merge these together as well. This is a little short, but we need to get this turn in. Now we have to, we might have to deal with this river a little bit. This doesn't really work, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Let's do the merges. So with the merges, we're going to have 4 tracks in, 2 tracks out. So it's kind of like a backbone hub merger, except we always have to give the mainline tracks priority. So here, it looks like this left track is going to be the sideline merging in with choice, but that's going to be really tricky to merge in here since there's really no good way to get this track over to this track. So I'm going to, I see there's some extra space here, so I want to move this in between the 2 tracks. So if we're in between the 2 mainline tracks, it's super easy to get to both of them. Now for the other track, which will be coming from the north sideline side, we can just bridge over here, and that'll be pretty easy as well. So let's see if we can fit these tunnels in here. I think it's going to work. Let's wait for this train to get out of the way. Actually, it looks like we can't... Oh, we can move this down if we just move that bridge down. And then we can fit our tunnels in there, and we can get rid of those 2, and nothing's using them. So then we can give the outer track, this is the main line, give the main line the ability to merge back, keep that connected. And then this will be the sideline track with waiting bays. So we'll fit that in I really like how that works. So we'll get both of those tracks in and keep it like that. Oh, a train got stuck over here, looks like, because I was messing with everything. So you can go back on our new tracks. And we'll just make sure it can connect up there. So then for this merge, we're going to need some more space in between these mainline tracks. So let's get this over as far as possible. We can go one tile further even, can we? To figure out how to merge it back. Got way up there. That'll be okay. Alright, so we're going to need room for several different waiting bays here. Four waiting bays. 1 or 2 for each sideline track. So those can be the 2 for the south, coming from the south. And then here let's bridge over for the ones from the north. And another train got lost right there, it seems. Okay, how did you... Or is that the same train? Yeah, I guess that was the same train from before. Alright, let's count these waiting bay spaces. So, 8, we need 2 more tiles, so let's move this merge down a bit. We do need to merge this track. So there are the waiting bays and priorities for the northbound merge, and now let's do the southbound merge. And I also want to get the middle track coming from the sideline here also. So let's figure out how to do that. We can extend these bridges by a tile. And finally, time for the merge. So we'll do this one just like the other one. And there we go. Not a small hub, but I like how it turned out. So let's see. We have sideline hub 6, it would be. I'm a bit short on time, so we will continue with connecting up these industries in the next episode, or I might do it between episodes. I'm going to skip the comment of the day just for today. But as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.